All right, guys, welcome back to the Walleye Files. Brandon Ruffolo here. Super excited to be here. And we are going to talk about Thunderhook Fly-Ins. Guys, the people at Thunderhook have treated us so well over the last week. It's truly a dream come true of a trip. Hundreds and hundreds of fish. Talking about 1,800-ish walleyes, probably 200 to 300 pike, and probably more than that. That might actually be a bit conservative. The people at the camp, Tom, Riley, Marcus, Aaron, Bailey, and Eric, all the people that help make Thunderhook what it is, we appreciate you. I am very sorry. I am very sorry that the video for this podcast is not going to be there. I had issues with my camera. It ended up not turning out very good. I don't want to put a product out there that looks like trash. So we are just going to make this an audio-only podcast. But for those listening who are still listening, I appreciate you for listening. Thanks again to Thunderhook Fly-Ins and Lake Effect Lures. Of course, thanks again to Striker Brands and Walleye Nation Creations. But I want to highlight more than anything Thunderhook Fly-Ins and Lake Effect Lures, because that's what this trip was all about. Matt and Chris and Eric and my best friend Kyle and myself spent 8 days fishing in northern Ontario. What an incredible place. We stayed, a couple days at two different camps, the Whitewater Fly-In and then the Smooth Rock camp, which is kind of their resort of a camp. Whitewater had just about everything, though. I mean, it was a little more bare bones, but Aaron was a great guide, a great camp host. He's such a great dude. Super fun to be around. He sat down, had dinner with us every night. We cooked fish, I think, 2 nights in a row there. Caught, I don't know, 700-800 walleyes in 2.5 days there. And that place had everything, though. Like, it had a beautiful sandy beach, 4 beautiful cabins. One of them has plumbing. The other ones didn't have full plumbing. They had sinks, but no flush toilets. They had a sauna there, which is insane. It was 95 degrees out, or it was 90 degrees outside those days, so we didn't test the sauna. Fish cleaning station, beautiful docks, great boats, and like I said, Aaron was great. He showed us around. We tried some new areas. To me, obviously, I'd never been there before. And the first night Kyle and I were there, we popped 40 fish in a matter of 2 hours, and we were like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing. And then Aaron started showing us around, and we didn't know anything compared to what that man knew. Big pike. Kyle caught one that was 36 there. I caught one that was 39. Just a Class A 5-star camp. And then we got flown into Smooth Rock, which I didn't think it could be better, and it got better. And it got way better. Smooth Rock was insane. Tom meeting us on the dock with his staff, helping us unload things. Ian flying our plane in. What a great dude. Such a great job. Landing was always smooth. Takeoff was always smooth. Great flights. 15, 20, 30-minute flights in and out were great. So we had 3 boats rented, and the cabin we stayed at was like a house. I mean, 3 bedrooms. It could sleep 8 people. I truly can't say enough good things about it. Potable water, flush toilets. You got good showers. A small beach. You got walleyes everywhere. Big pike. Chris caught a 42-inch pike. Man, what a place. What a place. So without further ado, guys, I don't want to take any more of your time. You guys just listening to me. I'm going to turn it over to, of course, myself, but with Tom and with Matt, and just hear what they have to say. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Walleye Files on all our platforms. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, welcome back to the Walleye Files. Brandon Ruffolo here, and this is a super special edition of the Walleye Files. As you can see, we're having some camera issues. You can see all the camera settings on the podcast here. We are this is probably as remote as we're ever going to get as far as doing a podcast. We are, I don't know, somewhere between 200 and 250 miles away from Thunder Bay, Ontario. We are at Thunderhook Fly-Ins at the Smooth Rock Camp. We've got owner Tom here, and of course Matt from Lake Effect Lures. Big thanks to our sponsors, Lake Effect Lures, and presented by Thunderhook Fly-Ins this episode in particular, and of course Striker Brands and Walleye Nation Creations. Thank you very much for those two amazing companies as well. But guys, this has been an insane week. If you've been watching Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or anything else, we've put a lot of content out there. It has been a wild ride. Flew in on Thursday. It is now Wednesday. It has been basically 7 days of fishing, Matt.
Yeah, it's been hard fishing. Lots of hard fishing. We fished hard. Yeah. It's not been hard fishing. It's been very, very incredible.
No, guys, we have put together somewhere in the ballpark of 1,300 to 1,400 fish. Mm-hmm. And that's not low. That is not exaggerating things. We have truly caught, 1,300 to 1,400 walleyes in a week.
Yeah.
And that is not to discount the fact that we caught some pike. Chris has caught a 42-incher. That's his personal best. I caught a 39 a couple days ago. We've caught,
36, 34, 32. 30. It's been all over the place.
It has been an insane week. Tom, you've got a great place here, man.
Thank you.
We can't speak highly enough of Tom and his staff. The guides, Aaron, Riley, and Marcus are great guys, great kids, because they're a little younger than me. Even I can actually say that. It doesn't really happen very often. Great people, super energetic, super happy to help customers out and put them on fish. Just the way you treat people and the way your staff treats people is an absolute highlight of being here. And the amenities, guys, we are sitting in a big cabin. We've got 3 bedrooms. It can sleep, I think, 8 or 9 people.
8 people.
We've got a TV. We've got heat if needed. We've got a kitchen. This is not your standard fly-in. For whatever you're paying for this trip, you are getting all the comforts of home, and you are taking it on the road, and you're catching possibly thousands of fish.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that. But to start, Tom, I just want to ask you about your outposts. How many operational places do you have?
We have 12 outposts, including 2 here on Smooth Rock, and 2 resorts.
Right. Okay. So here at Smooth Rock, how many cabins do you have?
I have 8 cabins. We're working on the 9th one right now, but they all have indoor plumbing, fully stocked kitchens, everything you want. Power, 24 hours a day.
That's incredible. Gosh, I can't speak highly enough of your business, buddy. It's an incredible place. I never had a large want to come and do a trip like this. When the offer was extended, we jumped at it. Obviously, Matt kind of called me up and said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," and I said, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. That sounds like a great trip." This has exceeded expectations to the highest.
We've enjoyed having you guys here. It is different. We try very hard. We're new to the business compared to some of the other outfitters around. I mean, they've been here 30, 40 years, and we're not. We're right now in our 6th year, and so we try to do it a little bit different, but it's, trying to keep people happy.
Well, you definitely treat us all like family.
Yeah. I would say it doesn't take any level of experience, whether it be 2 years, 5 years, 20 years. When you serve people with such an exceptional level of servanthood, I just that doesn't matter. It's very timeless. And so for me, I think that's what stood out is just we can tell that from the top down, the individuals running this and the individuals who are working, you're all just very, very
great
kind,
staff.
Great people.
We have a very good staff.
Yeah.
This year, it's people are fantastic. I mean, you met Aaron, you got Riley, and then people behind the scenes. We got the other pilots and Bailey and Eric back at base camp that take care of everything in the outpost camps too. So they do a lot of work.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, guys. We started our week at the Whitewater camp. We flew in. like I said, Thursday afternoon. We got in late, kind of unpacked our stuff, and decided, hey, let's get out fishing right away. Kyle and I put 40 walleyes in the boat right away the first night. And we looked at each other the first night. We're like, oh my God, this is the real deal as far as fishing, the outpost experience. We sat down and had a couple of drinks with Aaron, had dinner with him the first night, of a walleye fish fry, of course. That's just how we do things around here. I think we've had walleyes about 6 times so far this week.
It's so tasty.
They taste incredible. There are various shore lunch locations around the lake here at Smooth Rock and some of the other outposts.
Yeah,
right?
Here at Smooth Rock, we got 8 shore lunch.
8 shore lunch places. We actually had shore lunch by waterfall today, which you will see plenty more on. Between myself and then Eric, we've taken a lot of video. Eric is going to make an absolute killer video. I'm going to try my best to make something that does this place right, because this place deserves that. But overall, the experiences that we've had so far this week and the memories we've made are something that we're going to all cherish for the rest of our lives. We hiked in probably a half mile yesterday, I'd say, maybe quarter to a half mile.
Yeah.
Into some water, a little bit of water, some rapids. And we witnessed one of the most insane walleye bites I've ever seen. 350 walleyes, maybe 3-4 hours. It was never a point where one of us probably wasn't hooked up.
Yeah.
And without Riley, we don't get back in there, right? We don't see that.
Yep.
Again, a kudos to the great guides that we have here at Smooth Rock. But just the scenery is endless. What we have going on here is just the most fun, relaxing fishing I've ever had. Which, if you ask my wife, I don't really relax or have fun when I fish. I get crabby, unless I catch them.
Yeah, been crabby.
I haven't been crabby. I haven't been crabby this week once. I haven't had to be. We have caught them every place, and it's just been special. It's just been a special week, and we have caught the crap out of them on Lake Effect products.
Yeah. Well, it's been, again, here we're in a situation where the fishing is so incredible that you could bring probably just about anybody's products up here and see some level of success. We do really feel like our product, has some things that brings the edge for anglers, and so because of that, we've really enjoyed this experience, because we really get to showcase how they shine with the incredible amount of fish that we've been able to take this week. And the thing that I think I enjoy most about the fish that we're catching here is the beauty of them. They're so different. There's some with their bright yellow bellies. We've got some that have more of that standard kind of, white belly. We've got some with big blue fins, which is just wild to witness a walleye with blue fins. And then some of those just more organic things that happen. I was just talking with some relatives of mine who happen to be up here as well. They had a walleye come up and eat one of our baits, and then a giant pike eat the walleye, and they landed a 40-inch pike, doing that. And I just think it's fun to be able to be here. It's very humbling, and we're having a lot of fun doing so, and testing out our new rods.
Yeah. The new rods, guys, will be late October, early November.
Yeah.
I haven't found a weakness yet, and I'm pretty good at that. I've broken enough rods in my life. I've done enough things. You will be 110% pleased with what comes out of Lake Effect Lures. They are, I've been using a 7.3 medium rod to throw some glide baits around, some, 7-foot medium light for the plastics. It has been on fire this week. We are very fortunate to be here at a place where there are so many fish, because truly there are so many. I brought a live scope this week. I know not everybody enjoys live scope. That's okay. If you're hating on this, that's okay. If you don't like live scope, that's just fine. They've got plenty of fish without it. But to see the pods of hundreds of fish underneath the boat is insane. It's incredible. It's been a cool learning experience and a learning tool this week. But overall, I don't want to steal any thunder from the show that is Thunderhook itself. I'm not rendered speechless very often, but I'm pretty close with the way we've been treated and with the way this place has handled its business, and just, you're selling an experience more than anything. This is not you're not booking a trip, guys. You are booking an experience, and this is one that you will bring with you forever.
Yeah, Tom, you talked about the fact that you have, customers coming back who have been here for like 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years.
So
even way before we owned it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they still come up, a lot of repeat customers, and a lot of them 20, 30 years, no problem.
That's awesome.
Every year they come up at least once. Some of them more.
So I'm 37 years old. I've been eating McDonald's since I was probably 7. It's about the only thing I would ever go back to that I regret going back to, but still go back to after 30 additional years. That's not what happens in this particular scenario, right? Somebody's not going to commit to 40 years of coming back to a particular fly-in because it's been average or okay. Let's be real, there are a ton of different options that people have to take trips north into Canada. And so it has to be an exceptional experience each time for somebody to say, I'm recommitting to that again. We've been able to feed eagles this week. We saw a caribou this morning. We have heard whispers of people seeing moose, but we haven't yet seen one with our eyes. But we
saw one at Whitewater. We saw a moose at Whitewater.
We did. Actually, I'm sorry, we did. We saw a cow a ways off on the shoreline. I totally forgot about that. It's just been so many different things. And so whether it be the nature that surrounds you or the fishing experience itself, from the moment you wake up, you're immersed in something that's otherworldly. It's not like the typical space that you find yourself. And if you do find yourself in a space like this, then it doesn't apply to you. But you would definitely be a person who is in the minority, because I look out here and there's hundreds of islands. There's probably hundreds of islands on Smooth Rock alone.
Yeah.
And it's such an incredible web of waters. And, you'll find yourself in one arm of the Smooth Rock, and it's like an entirely different lake than the next arm. And, the fishing conditions change completely. So today we were right off of an island they call Alcatraz, and it's got a 160-foot hole right off of the shore. Yet you could go into a different bay and you're scooting along 8 to 20 foot of water for the majority of, maybe a quarter to half a mile. And so there's just so many different variables that you get to play with and experience. And so the beauty, the diversity of the fishing experience is just, it's incredible. And I know that because of the fact that you guys are doing what you do, that makes it so easy for people to commit to coming back here.
With Smooth Rock being 24,000 acres, there's a lot of places to fish here.
Yeah.
And we have smaller, in the outpost camps, you get smaller lakes, but they all have plenty of walleye, plenty of pike. And then some of them, brook trout and lake trout.
Yeah. And when he's talking about brook trout, he's talking about 4 to 6 pound brook trout. Yeah, not inch, pound, 4 to 6 pound brook trout. And we were talking to the guys earlier today when we were chasing Lakers. They're a little tough midsummer here on Smooth Rock, but we thought we'd shoot for them. We did mark some fish, but we couldn't get them to go. But they were saying, 15 plus pounds is kind of the fish that they see, which is an awesome fish there. And again, nothing shy of incredible when we start looking at the walleye and the pike that we've caught this week. They're all world-class fish, and they're stunning. And if they're not super crazy long, they're chunky fellas.
Yeah, they got some meat on them. Yeah,
yeah, you've got an incredibly healthy fishery here. And honestly, it's not something that's I don't feel is ever going to go away, between the amount of fish and the way that this is taken care of, the resources taken care of. There's a relatively hard rule that you're not harvesting a walleye over 18 inches, and you're not allowed to harvest a pike over 27 here.
Yeah.
So that, all those fish over 18 being put back, all the pike over 27 being put back. is going to build for the future. You have a world-class fishery where you can go up to your doorstep and catch 40 to 45 inch pike and multiple 22 to 28 inch walleyes on a trip, where there's plenty of places in the world you just can't do those things. And oh, by the way, you're going to catch 300 to 500 walleyes every couple of days that aren't 22 to 28. You're going to catch all these other fish that are 14 to 19 inches that are pretty much eaters anywhere else in the world as well.
Yeah. Aaron was such an incredible host at Whitewater, and it's actually linked to this lake. There's a river that connects the two. Actually, there's like two, right?
Yeah.
I think that connect Smooth Rock and Whitewater. And Whitewater is 26,000 acres, right?
Yep.
And we spent a ton of time fishing. And again, another one of those situations, there's a big water experience, but then there's also those smaller spaces you can kind of tuck into. And the fishing was very different there, actually. Like we fished differently there, but also the experience from the shore was really neat. I was telling them it was like almost like this Florida or Caribbean type feel. You wake up, and I think are there 4 or 5 cabins there?
Four cabins.
There's 4 cabins there.
Five counting the staff cabin.
Okay, and one of them's big.
Yeah, cabin 4.
And how many does that host?
12.
So you could have 12 people there, and you open your door and you're on the beach, and it's like a 1/4 mile long beach of beautiful sand. And it was such a different setting than we have here. And each one of them has been, again, serene in a way that it's hard to describe. You'll see in the videos and the photos, but just neat to be in such close proximity, but also feel like that 15-minute plane ride was to a different world.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we have other outposts that are real remote that are available too. Great fishing. Everything you want.
Yeah. And again, it goes without saying, we're sitting in a darn near house with full plumbing, and we are miles and miles and miles away from anything or anyone. It's incredible. It's incredible, guys. Tom, if somebody wants to book a trip, where can they go to book a trip?
Info at Thunderhook. You can call that or email that, and Bailey will answer it, and she will call you back. Leave your number. She'll call you back, and we'll get it set up.
Awesome. And of course, ThunderhookFly-Ins.com as well, right?
ThunderhookFly-Ins.com, yeah. And you'll see more photos of the cabins and different lakes and stuff, amenities that we have here.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, guys, that just about wraps up our talk here. I do apologize for the camera issues. It's been a long week. We've been bouncing cameras around off the ground and other things. I just couldn't seem to figure this one out. So you're seeing all my camera settings. It's not crystal clear. But more than anything, we are bringing this to you from somewhere that is as remote as anywhere else I've ever been in my life. And it is special that we have internet to do so. Guys, Brandon Ruffolo here. I just want to say thanks again. Matt, Tom, you guys are fantastic. I appreciate both of you. Tom, thank you so much for having us. Matt,
Thank you, guys.
Lake Effect Lures has done so many great things for the podcast, for me and myself personally. I appreciate you. I can't thank you enough.
It's an honor.
Guys, LakeEffectLures.com, Thunderhook Fly-Ins, of course, Striker Brands and Walleye Nation Creations. Everybody, I just want to say thanks again for watching and following along. All the likes, all the clicks, all the comments. It's very easy for me to be very grateful for all those things. It's just something special. And of course, we just had a wonderful fish meal tonight with the Walleye Files Friday Night Fish Seasoning. I have about 120 bottles sitting in my house right now. So if you are looking for some Friday Night Fish Seasoning, make sure you shoot me a message on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or anywhere else. Guys, signing off for now. Thanks again. We appreciate you.
Take care.